a typical French DIY store. In this case, a Mr. Bricolage, Monsieur Bricolage. Well, we're going to have a bit of a walk around in stealth mode, so be aware that sometimes the camera might be pointing in awkward directions because of privacy of the people who work there and stuff, you see. Yeah, and also, I don't want to get chucked out. So first of all, allow me to enter the Mr. Bricolage. Oh, here we go. Alright, okay. Hopefully it won't be too jumpy, because I've got to handhold this. Got to be conspicuous, you see. So as we enter, we have the ride-on mowers. You see, it's that time of year, you see, where people want to cut the grass. If you haven't done it already, it's going to be way too long, as it is. Oh, you can hire stuff as well. So you've got a wood chipper there, cultivator there, a tiller. So you know, a Troy built, got an Alpina, I think they're Italian. Troy built, I think it's part of the MTD group. And a Stiga over there. Okay, we're now going to enter the actual DIY, the brico. As we come in, we have the lawn mowers, yes, more lawn mowers, and a funny little car with headlights and a door knocker. Okay, now first of all, we have the garden and the garden machinery section, and there's someone whizzing around on a funny little cleaning tool. Let's follow it. Oh, where's she going? Oh, seeds. Garden tools. Bashes, you know, tarpaulins and what have you. Pump stuff for the garden. Hoses for the garden, etc. Or your pump. And swimming pool stuff. Right, this is what you won't find in a brico in the UK. I like the fluffy one. I like the fluffy ones, yeah, fluffy chickens. Got various apple trees. I might nick these for our rewarding project. If I throw it over the fence, over there, and come around with a car, I'd get them for nothing, wouldn't I? No? Is that called theft? I think so. Alright, so we're carrying on. This might be a bit of a long video, this. Around the actual... we've got olive trees. You know. Yes, you can grow olive trees here in France, but you won't get any olives unless it's, you know, pretty warm. So, depending where you are, if you live in a microclimate, you might be right. Some topiary. Box trees, what have you? Well, there's some sort of lilandii. I've got some box down here. Rhododendron. Buddha. Word cats. And some building materials. A mixture of aggregates. Oh, what we got here? Some sort of quartzy type stuff. I don't know. Yeah, that's quartz, isn't it? Some sort of white crystal. Pebbles, slate, granite. Concrete stuff that I hate. Yeah, I don't like concrete stuff in the gardens. No, it's a little bit naff to me. It looks a bit Wilcon-Home-ish to me. Or Bovis Homes or... I'm coming over here, all correctly more block pavers. The amount of these things I've put down in the UK, I mean flipping, probably a million of them. Block pavers, but the long ones. The 200 mils. Like these, that's it. No, these as well. They're these as well. They're pressed concrete, you see. They're not vibrated in the mould, they're squeezed in the mould. They create a much higher density in the block. And the same with these paving slabs down there, they're pressed. Now, if you get paving slabs from Joe Bloggs, who happens to make paving slabs, he uses a thing called a vibrating table. Like all these things are pressed and extruded. And over here, oh crikey, we have some fencing. This stuff, the grillage, this stuff is pretty good and isn't expensive. That's like €26 a panel. Yeah, it could get expensive, but you know, it lasts forever. But they're wooden fencing, which I'll show you in a moment. So what we go over here. Right, your water containers for your garden. Varying prices, €92, 169 euros, 249 euros, and then you got your ladders. 449 for that ladder. Yeah, you can keep that one. And then we have some more CPOs for your water containers. 199. Some more weird stuff for the garden walling. Chicken wire is blooming expensive. It's €40 for that little roll. It's that little roll there. This roll there, €100. How long is that? It's 25 metres long. Crikey, the metre tall. That is a lot for chicken wire, isn't it? I wonder, people, why would you want to keep chickens? Just thing here in France, you said there are rules regarding avian. You've got to keep them covered up. Times when you've got avian flu and stuff like that, you see. That makes it expensive. You've got to cover all your chickens up and a pain in the neck. So these are all for your water, like the groundwater, what have you. So you basically knock these out. These are knockouts, and you put your pipe straight into that. And then over here, I've got smaller ones. Got these risers. Yeah, they're actually quite cheap, those things. So that's these €4.90 each. So, and you can actually make piers for your garden gates with them. You put a few rods and fill them with concrete, and you've got a pier. Or you could buy the prop ones. Posts with a bit of green paint on the end. What's that all about? Was that supposed to be some sort of protectant? I don't know. And that one's got red paint on the end. Why has it got red paint on the end of that one, and green paint on the end of that one? What's that all about? Is it to do with the length, do you think? These ones are longer, so they can easily see what length they are, maybe. Maybe. Oh, we've got blue ones over here as well. This is really bizarre. Right, and then we've got wood outside. So this is just all in brickos. You get quite a selection of stuff, you know. But this place is quite expensive. This is the Monte Bricolage. I think it's a bit pricey. It's not everything. Some things are okay. But majority of stuff is a little bit on the pricey side. For argument's sake, let's find a board. I'll give you an example. How about a Chevron? How about... here we are. This 3 metre length, not 4 metre length. They freeze? Yeah, 3 metre length of what? Studding here in France. €6.90 a length. Now, if I go to the Mr. Bricolage, it's €4 a length. Bric-a-Marché. Sorry, Bric-a-Marché is €4 a length, and it's 4 metres, not 3. So it's quite a bit more expensive. So you just got to know where to go, haven't you? It's like anything, isn't it? The same with food here in France, you know. No two in marché supermarkets are the same. Yeah, they can buy have different prices. They've got ciment, which is cement, more usually cement. You put the white, I don't know. Grillade for your reinforcement. That's the thin old stuff that is. I think it's 3 mil thick. And then we have insulation. This stuff's quite good. There's some high density insulation, and it's got all sort of like tongue grooves together. I don't like the fact that it's outside though. Especially I don't understand what this is really daft. You've got fiberglass insulation being kept outside. That's nuts. This is the only brico I've seen outside. All the other ones are undercover. I know it's wrapped in plastic, but water will still get in. That's nuts. That's really stupid. And then you've got this stuff. This stuff is the bitumen roofing sheets. So in the heat, what happens is you've got them bits hanging over the corners that they sag. It goes all droopy, a bit like my bedding. And then we've got the plastics and the fiberglass roofing sheets. This one plastic was fiberglass, that's plastic. So that won't like the heat. You have to put more purlins in. Is this fiberglass? No, that's all plastic. There's a fiberglass version as well. That was metal. €15 a metre. Anyway, let's head to the other end. Let's go inside the store again, shall we? Alright, we've got cement mixers over here. How much is the cheapest cement mixer? That one's 1,200, that's there. 100 quid for a wheelbarrow, and they can stuff that idea. What's this one? Oh, 120 quid for a wheelbarrow. Try and find a... They haven't got the budget. 300 quid for a cement mixer, or 490, that one. They do sometimes have really cheap cement mixers. I mean, like 100 quid cement mixers, but they're not always. And actually, not too bad either, but they don't always have them. No. Plasterboard. It's dearer, it's Euro dearer in here than the bric-a-mache, £8.90. So you've got your plasterboard. A bit bashed about it, actually. Oh, this was alright. Oh, hang on, no, it's alright. No, same price, £7.80. £7.80, that's alright. I was looking at the wrong one. Patio. Oh no, it's different, different one. And now we're in the actual, so I've gone sort of around the outside edge. And we're now back in the bric-a-mache. I didn't want to say bricolage. Get your vinyl, flooring, laminates, wood sections, little mouldings and what have you, which I tend to make my own. Pointless buying that stuff. All you need is a router and a few cutters. This stuff's quite cool. This is for shelving inside the unit, so you get it that way up, and you can use that for adjustable shelving. So it's quite clever. This is a Volet land board, and my God, I use a lot of this stuff, and I don't pay €16 for one length. I pay €6 for one length. So this place is pricey. Never buy wood like this anyway. Especially if you've got odd bit, I suppose it's okay. You know, if it's planed on all sides, as Taz do here. Because it can be useful. And then over here we have this stuff that you must not use outside. Okay, it's like a whole board with all glued together, those sort of bits. But the glue gun's up. Put it outside. You better put in the green chipboard outside and that. Right, worktops. This solid beech worktop, which is that 159. That actually isn't that bad. And we've got bamboo worktops, which are, they should be cheaper, I'd have thought. They're not, they're dearer. 200 euros. And you've got your quality board, melamine finish board here, which I hate. I hate anything chipboard. I really do. I've got, it's nasty stuff. Or shelf materials. If you want to get a chain put on a chainsaw, you can get it done here, or they'll cut the boards to size for you. So they provide service, a good service really. If you put a camera down to see if I'm watching. Right, coming this way, so more flooring. More flooring. We're going around, we are kitchens. More kitchens. Right, oh, more kitchens. Oh, hello. And look what I've got fitted. Got my blood pressure monitor. And that's sexy. Ooh, it is nasty. Wardrobe doors. Such an expensive idea that is. Yeah, some people like it though. It's not for me. I'd rather just create a room. And actually, if you've got room for the room, that is. Oh, yeah. Shelving brackets. Your hangers, basically all stuff inside your wardrobe, really. That's boring stuff, don't want that. These are quite popular in France. These polystyrene wine racks. So it's the insulated bottles, I suppose. And they're easy, you can store them within cupboards and stuff quite easily. Bungees, wheels, gloves. Oh, you know what I think about gloves. Sorry to handle them wood, but don't use them on the table saw. No, dangerous. Drag your fingers into the saw if you get caught. Funny, that woman's behind me again on a scooter. Oh, she goes that way. That woman was sitting on that thing, cleaning the floors. Okay, we've got hammers. Got a matou. I wouldn't want to use that. No. I think there's a bog standard claw hammer. Just an ordinary. Oh, they do cheap ass ones down there. Oh, of any of these claw hammers that I can see, if I was going to buy any of them, I'd probably buy the one with the wooden handle. Is that hickory? It is. It just says it's 100% wood. Looks like hickory. Might be ash actually. Panel saws. Okay on building sites, but if you want to do any carpentry work, no. Just no. The tooth patterns are just all wrong these days. They're just all deep, very deep, shark-like teeth on these saws. Look at that. Very deep, very aggressive. You know, the size of these teeth. There's 7 TPI that one. Sorry for construction work, but not joinery work. Obviously, not a proper saw for that. I said carpentry, didn't I? But what I meant is joinery. Electronic devices and tape measures. Okay, a Stanley Fatmax or Tylon tape measure. €25 for an 8 metre. You know what I mean? Bit pricey, isn't it, really, for a tape measure? Now, what are you going to do? We're a spirit level that's that tiny. It's too short, isn't it, to be of any use? It's 10 centimetres long. These things are quite handy. You put them on the string. So it's like a string line. That's more of a fridge level. That thing is. Steel rules, always useful. Post level. You've got the corner of your post and measure. This is more of a bricklayer's level. Not for me though, I used to be the pencils. You've got to have your woodworker pencils, yeah. But I don't know mechanical pencils these days. Have they got any mechanical pencils? I can't even see one mechanical pencil. No mechanical pencils. Spanners, glue guns, welding, plumbing, tools. I've got one, I've got a Weller one, 100 watt. Looks absolutely identical to that, apart from mine hasn't got a light on it. They heat up very quickly for soldering, sort of rough soldering. They do heat up within about 15 seconds, so they're hot enough to use. So they're really quick. They've got a lot of power, but they've got a lot, as in heat. But they do heat up really quickly. I've got a Dremel version of this gas torch here. They're actually really useful. Ideal if you want to do any cordless stuff with a soldering iron. Otherwise, you've got to wait for them to heat up, which is alright if you're doing lots of it, because it doesn't really matter then, does it? Because if you just like, I just need to solder that, like tin the ends of a piece of wire or something, it can be a bit of a nuisance. Now, this is what the plasterers here use. Yeah, they'd actually drag it out of the buckets up the walls. So that is what they use for plastering. And look, I prefer, obviously, what I'm used to, but you know, the English way. But that's what they use here. So they seem to get a finish with that horrible plaster they use, UT's 2000. Now we've got tools. We come to the tools. We've got this lady thing here. Right, it's one of them sort of renovator machines. They're quite good. It feels quite solid actually. It feels better than it looks. You can get all these different wheels. Wire wheels, braided wheels, flapper wheels, more like Brillo pad type things, wire brushes. There's an aggressive look in here. I wouldn't know. Oh crikey, now that is a wire wheel. Look at that. It's quite pretty. It's got an interesting tool. How much is it? It's on there. Oh, not expecting 120. 120 euros for that. I could see that being really useful when renovating or trying to get some life out of old oak boards. Take the, you know, you get that kind of wire brushed look, sort of polished look. Sanders, grinders, and this giraffe sander, belt sanders, and a budget one there. Oh my god, my arm's squeezing again because I've got this. Let's pump it up. Apparently, I've got to stay still and not move while it's pumping up, measuring my blood pressure. Ow, God, it's so tight. Does it have to be that tight? Blood pressure is going to go up, isn't it? I feel my heart rate now, the pulsing in my arm. Has it done it yet? That's done it. It's going down now. Good. And here we have the Wolf products. dowels and stuff like that, which are not horrendous price. They're about around €5-6 for 100 in a packet of 8 mils. Router bits. The common size here for router bits is like 8mm, not quarter inch or they do a half inch, but otherwise it's 8mm shank, which just messes things up a bit. You got your razor papers. The blue one's good. I quite like the blue one. What goes that river knife? I used to have one then. Matabi box planer. Oh my god, it's gone up again. Already? Pumped up again. Oh, it's like 2 minutes. Grates. Clean your flues and your chimneys and what have you. Do you have any flues here? Electric gates. I say this is quite a long video, this, isn't it? Electric gate openers. Sink units. Your sink tops. Electric heating, but also wood burners. Now the pellet burners are quite popular. I actually like the pellet burners. Some people don't like them. They say, "Oh, crikey, because the pellets, they might have glue in them." They haven't glue in them, or anything like that. It's done with complete pressure. But the point is about these things is that the amount of actual material you put in one of these pellet burners is tiny over the course of a day in comparison to an actual wood burner. An actual wood burner, you put a hell of a lot of wood in a wood burner. One of them, you get a bag of pellets, 15 kilos of pellets will last a day and a half. Well, 15 kilos of pellets is hardly any wood, so I think they're actually a good idea. And some people are sort of railing against them a bit now, but they've done something better than wood burners for that reason. And you can control them, and you can have it so they come on in the mornings and stuff like that. You program them. Plumbing, all right. Basically the same size. Apart from the waste fittings here, these are 100mm diameter, whereas in the UK they're 110. So they're not really compatible. So you have to bear that in mind. But there's ways around it. You can make couplings and what have you using concrete and stuff quite easily. Or you can heat one side up and it'll go into the other. Not expensive though. So for instance, we've got, is that the 100mm or is that the 80? There's 100mm. Remember this place is dearer. 2 metres for €7. Now you can get 4 metres for that in other places. Like I say, it's a bit pricey in here. Water heaters. Now in the UK we have a thing called the immersion heater, and some kind of copper tank or something like that. Well, they have an open system, but here you've got your closed systems here. And this is basically what they have for their water heaters. So you have one large tank with a lower wattage heater which heats it up overnight, and that's supposed to last you. It takes ages to heat up again. So we did a bit of a hybrid system in our house because we've got the solar hot water, and it works. That's just brilliant. That solar hot water is no brainer, especially here. Okay, toilets. Porta potties. Why is there porta potty in a DIY? Well, if you live in a remote place here in France and you're doing a renovation or something, you haven't got your fosse in yet, well then you might want to consider a porta potty or a composting toilet. That might be the way. While you're getting your build done and getting your fosse put in. Oh, hello. That's a gurning there. A gurning. Leave it in the comments if you know what gurning is. Getting boring stuff now. Right, we're coming to the end of our tour. But we are. Well, I think that's probably it there. Yeah, okay, we've got we're nearly to the end of the tour. Plumbing. Now, plumbing in France is very complicated. In the UK, what have you got? I suppose you're using, you might occasionally get 8mm, but it tends to be over 10, 15, 18, 22, and it goes up to 32 after that, I guess. Or 28. Anyway, it's easy. In France, it's like their plumbing systems, they are not brazing as well. You can't use soldering on, say, for instance, gas fittings and stuff like that. Obviously not anyway. But also they balance their pipework. So, for instance, you start off big, smaller, and smaller to the fitting, to the radiator, for instance. It's quite complicated, and all the fittings are quite complicated as well. So when you buy a compression fitter, Prestex, in the UK, you'll get all the bits you need, not in France. So you tend to have to you have to buy all the bits separately. It's quite annoying. But they're doing a lot of these like crimp, I can't remember what they're called now, like plastic pipe with these crimped on fittings, which are quite good, you know. I just don't like the idea of putting plastics in the house for water, PFAs and all that, you know. Polyfluoroalkyls. It's polyfluoride alkali, I think it is. Ooh, see, a bag of, if you buy it by the pallet, a bag of pellets, $4.99 at the moment. Singly, $5.99. And that lasts a day and a half on one burner, on a 8 to 9 kilowatt burner. And then we've got our paints. Oh, crikey. Got to look at the brushes. I hate brushes in France. They're all terrible. Yeah, oh, crikey. French paint brushes are the worst. Nylon brushes. Why can't we have the old China brushing? Proper paint brushes. Hamilton's Perfection, for instance, or Napa, and proper paint brushes, but now there's all these nylon things. They've got to have a bad hair day once you use them a couple of times. Just a nightmare. They're chuck away, basically. Everything's chuck away these days, isn't it? Nothing lasts. You know, I've got paint brushes I've had for donkey's years. Yeah. You look after them and they last. The bristles might be a bit shorter, but you know, it's great for cutting in. And you've got an array of painters' tapes. If you get a bit confused, you just have to read what they're for. Tack rates and stuff like that, you see, how long you can leave them on for, because otherwise it'll pull the paint off. What we've got over here, sticky back plastic. And also we have our chemicals. Now, the lovely thing about here in France, you can get yourself, some hydrochloric acid, for instance, to get rid of the blisters, you know, if you haven't got a pig. And things you can get obviously white spirit and what have you. Everything's gone up though. This is like doubled in price. $4.50 now. It used to be £2, €2. What else we got here? We've got acetone. Where's the acetone? You can buy, you've got proper turpentine and acetone. I can't see the acetone because they do sell acetone. Alcohol. Oh, acetone. So you can get acetone. Now in the UK it's controlled something you can't buy it off the shelf unless you a company and what have you, or you've got I'm pretty certain you've got to be a company that you can't buy it from a supermarket or brick and mortar like that. That I do know. What else we got over here? Oh, crikey. Acetones and stuff. Something else I saw a minute ago. This stuff. It's basically brown wood dye. Well, I don't know, and it's water-based, and I can use that to mix my Castorama padded resin wood glue, and then a brown Castorama padded resin wood glue. It's good for your hardwoods, and you do it at varying degrees depending on the level of darkness you want. But it's generally quite cheap, $4.40 for a litre. Linseed oil. This is not boiled linseed oil, just linseed oil. So you'd have to boil it, and I generally just actually boil it. But do it outside, volatile. 170 degrees, bubbles stop bubbling, and then you know you're there. So paints in France are really expensive. I mean, a tin of paint for like $7.50 for 500ml tin. I know it's pricey. Really pricey, and a lot of the French paint, I'm sure there's people in here, isn't that good. A lot of water-based stuff as well. So, are we gone back to the kitchens? Got kitchens over there? Well, I suppose that's it then, isn't it? So thank you for watching my little tour around this brico, this DIY on France, and I'll try and sneak out of the place now. Yeah, I think I might have got everywhere. Did I get everywhere? I don't know. I'll get past the tills without getting picked up on the phone. What are you doing with that camera? Oh yeah, pressure washers. Got any pressure washers? Couches. That'll be couches. There you are. There you go. Well, time to go. Oh well. So, saute. Oh, well, I hope you enjoyed my little tour. It was by request by somebody on the channel. So I've done my tour. Ended up being quite a long tour. 30 minutes long. So it's a big old 4K video. That's going to take some juice to get that up, yeah. So anyway, this is a Monsieur Bricolage. It is a good store. It has quite a lot of the stuff you would ever need, but I find many of the products a little bit on the pricier side in comparison to others. Oh yeah, they also sell your gas. That they do. So anyway, time for me to go. So I'm going to say toodaloo, you know. I'm dying for a wee. Toodaloo. Don't forget to beep the old like button and maybe subscribe to the channel. Oh, where's my car? Oh, just walk straight past it. It's there. Toodaloo.